The North London Derby is back, and the Oh So Spurs podcast is here to preview it. But not just that, we've got some new tables that have come out. The injury table of the Premier League, and it has some interesting results involving Spurs. Dominic Solanke and his mystery injury on such a topic. Will he ever be seen again because he's not fit for the North London Derby? And what I think was actually a brilliant international break. I think we should talk about that briefly because some of the nations had some great wins that put them into the World Cup that don't often get the opportunity, and it was great to see. So, guys, where should we start? Do you want to go with finishing with the international break or starting with the international break? Johnny, Ireland had a good break though, didn't they, mate?
They had a brilliant break, to be fair. So, I mean, I've been able to jump on two bandwagons with my Scottish upbringing.
It's not like you, Jay.
I know, especially with the week of an NLD, it's like, okay, I need to cash in while I can. So, obviously, our main man, Troy,
TP.
Five strikes in 2 games. Incredible. I mean, to be fair, like, no one, so I was a season ticket holder at Ireland international games for years, and last year I had one and I did not renew it because it was so grim. Honestly, I mean, there was no atmosphere. They could hardly score a goal, and it was just not pretty. So I thought there's absolutely no hope. We were so far behind Hungary, and at the end of the day, like to host Portugal, win 2-0. Very comfortable, comfortable win. To be fair, Ireland played really well. Very solid at the back. On the front foot. Troy, couple of cracking goals. And then they still had to go to Budapest and beat Hungary. And, that just seemed pretty unlikely to put them out. They know Hungary are not world beaters, but Szoboszlai is a pretty handy piece.
And the Puskás Stadium's not an easy place to go and play either. It's quite intimidating, for sure.
Yeah. So, and it was they went a goal down after 3 minutes. So the signs were not looking good. And then Troy, Penn, and then a lovely striker's finish for the second one.
Bottom of his studs, wasn't it? I think if he hadn't caught it with the bottom of his studs, it wouldn't have gone under the keeper. It was the perfect.
Yeah, it was. It was brilliant. And to be honest, for most of the game, maybe a draw would have been a fair result, but they kept going and they kept pushing. And Hungary were really on the back foot the last 15 minutes. Absolutely magic. So the trouble is now we've got the draw today for the playoffs, and it's like Ireland are up against. So they've got Czechia, or however you say it, away in the semis, and then if they come through that, most likely they've got to travel to Denmark because Denmark have got North Macedonia, and if they got turned over by the Welsh,
7-1, yeah.
So
I think the Troy Parrott thing, right? I thought it was hilarious, right? So I listened to an interview with him after the Portugal game, and he's
a charming looking lad, isn't he?
He was so emotional, right? And he said, "This is the best day of my life, right? Not just the best day of my football. This is the best day of my life." And it turned out to be the second best day of his week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, it was sensational. Really
brilliant.
And to be fair, and when you're especially when you're watching it as a Tottenham supporter, there's another whole dimension to the experience. Especially when you're bombarded with all these. Why are we not playing X, Y, and Z? And of course, now we let him go for however many peanuts we sold him to Zed for. And fair play to Troy. He showed he's a quality player, and if we had him available at the moment and he's playing like that, he would be a handy asset. I can tell you, he is the real deal. Actually, he obviously had his challenges in his Tottenham years.
Yeah,
but I'm really happy for the boy. Yeah. But in fairness, he's done something really brave going over there and really taking the Eredivisie by storm, and it's a fantastic story. To be honest, he wouldn't have even got picked if Evan Ferguson was fit. He probably wouldn't have got it in the starting line.
Exactly.
So just those kind of weird twists and turns you get in football. So between that and then the Scots booking their
here's
place.
the other bandwagon we're jumping on. Quick sidestep to this bandwagon.
No. Any Spurs players in the Scottish squad?
No.
Then you get 1 minute, Johnny. You get 1 minute. I would say it was brilliant. Scott McTominay, though.
Oh,
what a guy!
Insane.
Well,
insane.
That's the third best goal of the game. For God's sake.
No.
But it's just such a from Man United being because he was kind of like a classic player that everyone just goes, I write him out because he's called Scott. I rule him out. He's called Scott. No one called Scott McTominay is allowed to be good at football. It's just is what it is. And he looks really cool.
Yeah.
He's playing amazing football.
Yeah.
He's won titles, and he's helping get his national team through major tournaments.
Serie A Player of the Year last year.
Yeah.
Serie A Player of the Year. And he's like a bronze Adonis now. And they absolutely love him in Napoli. He's like literally a cult figure in Napoli.
Yeah.
And
I thought Kenny McLean gets quite a lot of stick for Scotland as well, doesn't he? I mean, they've been on his back quite a lot. And John McGinn in the interview afterwards said, Kenny McLean, he gets a lot of stick, but sometimes he's not that bad.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, high praise.
Or sometimes he's quite good.
Yeah,
Words to that effect.
Yeah.
I thought that was absolutely fantastic.
What I want to know in the comments actually is, what other players were you just so adamant wouldn't make it because of their name? Like Harry Kane was one, I think. Now it sounds like a great name.
Yeah.
Because he's changed the perception. But no one thought he'd make it because he's called bloody Harry.
Yeah.
Harry doesn't become the best striker in the world. Doesn't happen. Especially when you've just looked like a normal person. Like you don't look like Cristiano Ronaldo. You're not allowed to break that ceiling. And he smashed through it. And I'm sure there's loads of others that we've looked at and just gone like, nah. And they've gone on to have great careers.
I mean, first, Gareth Bale's is not very spicy.
He grew into it with his long hair and.
Oh, he totally did. But the name is pretty. No offense to any Gareths out there.
What about Garth? Garth Crooks.
Garth Crooks. Yeah, Garth.
Yeah. Sounds like a country singer, doesn't it?
Jordan Henderson. He's had a great career. Jordan Pickford.
Oh.
It's just the English names, isn't it, for some reason?
Yeah, true.
Wayne.
Whatever that means.
Rooney.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Oliver Skip.
Are we just going to list every England player? Alan Shearer. Alan. Yeah. I wonder if in other languages.
This is quality content. Nobody's skipping this section.
Right. Well, let's get on to the good stuff.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Dominic.
Excuse me, cheeky.
Dominic Solanke.
Dom.
Yeah, Dom.
He doesn't look like a stereotypical Dom, does he, Dominic? What is a stereotypical?
I don't know what he looks like, mate. I haven't seen him this season, either.
Yeah, that's true.
He's quite tall, I think.
Maybe he's a stereotypical Dom. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're top of the league, though, aren't we, Si, on something?
Joint top. Go
on, tell us more. What are we top
Joint
of the league
top
for?
on number of injuries. Man City are above us on points because they're on 22 points. We're on 18 points. We're joint top of the Premier League Injury League.
How do you get points?
Yeah.
For the injury
Well,
league?
no, it's just the points that you've got. So it's to show where you are in relation to your real league position. So Man City are on 22 points and they've had 16 injuries, right? So look.
Yeah. So but I don't understand how you get points. Thanks for that.
No, you don't get points for that. That's actual points
That's
you're on
what
now.
we've got.
Okay.
It gives you an indicator. So Arsenal are fifth in this league, but they have 26 points in the real league, so they would be top.
I still don't know how this league works. You're confusing the hell out of me.
It's ranked on number of injuries, and we've had let's just suffice to say we're joint top with Man City on 16 injuries each this season. 16 separate injuries to 16 players.
That's good.
But the games, the Premier League games, the cumulative games missed by ours is 72 Premier League games this season across those 16 injuries.
How many games? 72 games.
Each.
What?
4.5 games each.
4.5 games each, yeah.
So what that's telling us is 40 for Man City. 40 for Man City. For Man City. So what that is telling you is that Man City's 16 injuries are not as serious as our 16 injuries because it's the length of time that those guys have been out and unavailable for selection. So whether they're first team regulars or not, it's the amount of games that they've potentially missed due to those injuries, right? We are by far the top of that Premier League games missed again this season. What is going on?
Got to be Andrew's fault, isn't it?
It must be. The next is Sunderland on 63 games missed, and then you're down into the 50s. And Arsenal have had 48 games missed. They've had quite a few injuries, to be fair to the Gooners. They've had 12, but 48 games missed. But we'll come on to it later, but they have got some significant misses for this game, which I think will be interesting.
Sorry, Matt.
The Athletic.
The Athletic.
So it's a good source.
Good source.
Athletic
Nothing but the best.
It's tier 1. It's tier 1, isn't it? On
Top
that
of the
little-
tree.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right up there.
Shall I read out the Arsenal injuries for the North London derby?
Yes.
We have.
Do it like Coity.
Trying to get my head around that. And up the Spurs. No, I can't. You got to kind of like get pumped up for this.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be able to do it.
He never, to be honest, does the away team really quick.
Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, he just says it really fast, doesn't
Yeah.
he? He just goes, Gabriel Jesus and number we got who? Gabriel and Gabriel
That's a
Jesus.
big miss.
That's
That's a
huge
big
one,
miss
yeah.
for them. He got injured on international duty, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. It could be 6 to 8 weeks.
So that means Hincapié will be at centre half.
Well, we'll
Maybe. We'll go through that in a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go for
Yeah.
Kai Havertz,
Good.
Martin Odegaard,
Good.
Calafiori,
Yeah, big one.
Martinelli.
It's Calafiori, I thought he was back.
Good.
Calafiori, we tried Calafiori on November 15th. He had a few issues. He stayed here for a week. He could
What's
have played
his
perhaps.
percentage?
So he's one of those 50-50s, I think.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Gyökeres?
It's touch and go. Touch and go.
No, he's out. Apparently, he's
Is
out.
he? Oh, that's good.
And Madueke.
Again, that's a good
That's
one to
all right,
be
yeah.
out.
Although
I missed it.
Madueke and Gyökeres are listed, and Martinelli and Calafiori are all listed as late fitness tests. So they could all
Okay.
be back. So when you look at definitely out, like out, it's
Out.
Odegaard, Havertz, Gabriel,
Gabriel.
Jesus. So it's not actually that bad. That's just pretty normal,
Gabriel's a big one.
I think, for
Gabriel's the big one there for them.
Yeah.
And, Odegaard being out is big. And for us, actually, Havertz being out is a big one. And if Gyökeres is out as well, who are they playing up
That's
front?
massive. Yeah.
Moreno allows us to play a little bit higher up the
Mm.
pitch, maybe, because he's not going to run in behind.
Well, we'll go to lineups in a second. I want to read out ours as well. Ours is a
God,
bit
we
long.
ain't got
We're
time
going to
to-
have to do the fast Paul O'Keefe. Paul
Paul
Coit.
Coity.
Like lineup 1. And you've got James Maddison, Dejan Kulusevski, Papa Metassar, Dominic Solanke, Ben Davies, Radu Dragusin, Yves Basuma, Archie Gray, Kota Takai, Lucas Bergval, Muhammad Kudus, Christian Romero, Kolo Muani. Just a few
Is Bergveld definitely?
Well, it said somewhere
currently
that
being assessed.
it said somewhere that there was a setback in his
Yeah.
recovery.
He did a test, didn't he, when he was with the Swedish team?
Yeah,
and he did a sprint or something, and he has some kind of like was a relapse or something.
so it's not the
Something dodgy.
concussion then.
I think it sounded like it was related to the concussion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard.
Mm.
We'll have to dig into that one. Let's someone do some Googling. Muhammad Kudus is a late fitness test, but they're saying 75% according to premierinjuries.com. It said Mo is touch and go for tomorrow. We'll see. I assume that's a comment from Thomas Frank.
Tomorrow. Well, he's got 3 days, so that's good.
Well, yeah. So that comment's definitely that was November 7th.
That'll be pre-international
That
break.
was November 7th.
I thought Kudus was looking quite good.
So-
We'll find out tomorrow, won't
sources.
we? Presser tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be classic Tottenham if 2 weeks ago he was touch and go for tomorrow and he's still out for the North London derby. Romero,
He's okay, isn't he?
he should be back.
Yeah.
He's late
He
fitness
played
test,
for Argentina, didn't
Yeah, he said he should be back. So actually, the only ones guaranteed, and Takai might be in the bench.
he? All right.
So actually, the only ones guaranteed out are.
Here we go again.
It's not actually that bad. Solanke, Kulusevski, Maddison. Because Muani's got this face mask that they're saying he should be
Yeah.
available now to play.
Yeah,
It's not actually that bad.
that's class.
That was a well-timed international break.
Yeah,
So-
and then our boys did quite well, didn't they? I mean, like obviously Vic started for Italy, so that's very encouraging. Kept
Yeah,
a
but-
clean sheet.
Apparently, he's relegation fodder, according to the internet.
Yeah,
Yeah, he only
Forgot about that.
starts for only starting for Italy.
yeah. That's
Rubbish.
true. They're
Only been man of the
class.
match 2 of the last 3 games, was it? Rubbish.
Yeah,
So the
exactly.
Bergvall, what I can find online is that he's had a recurring issue with the concussion and he's
Yeah.
unlikely to feature in the North London derby.
Sure.
Reports suggest his concussion continues to cause issues, making his recovery slower than hoped. That was from Hotspur HQ.
Is that like a quite worrying thing that he's still not feeling right after? I don't know anything about
Well, I guess
concussions. Or has he just walked into a wall and he's reignited his concussion?
That's it, yeah, refired it up. I guess there's protocols to test on the long-term effects of the concussion, I guess, and that's what's going on. But yeah, we can't catch a break, can we? Really,
we can't. But as we said, 4 players remain definitely out, and the rest are apparently days away from returning, which means we've got about 8 pictures of players in hospital beds to come.
Yeah,
in the next week. That's kind of how we do it, isn't it? No, but seriously, it's massive step in the right direction. It's just it's a bit of a shame that it's Arsenal and PSG as soon as they come back. Wouldn't it be nice to have? No, actually, we're not very good at home at the moment.
Doesn't make any difference.
Rather have the away. I mean, PSG, you would at the start of the season you would have written that off, and so if we get anything from that, you're laughing. But you don't want to write off that lot down the road. You've got to at least put a show on down there.
Yeah, that's the truth.
No one gets a free pass on that game, no matter how. Like it's
one.
I remember even when it was the same with Ange. A lot of people were saying like, "Oh, but it's the circumstances where they are, where we are." No one cares. It's Arsenal. Those 2 games of the season, whoever you're managing Spurs, if we're 15th and they're first,
got to push on.
You have to see a fight.
Yeah,
you have to see a fight. Not saying you have to expect to win, but you have to expect to level up in performance.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Play for the cockerel.
Yeah. Fighting for the cock.
Stuff it.
Do you think we'll throw Muani straight into starting lineup? Or Big Richie, Si's favourite?
Oh, no, please. I'm sorry. I sound like Si, but definitely. Richie's just not been at it for a while. I mean, there was one game, I can't remember which one it was recently. He did put in a good shift. And he's got a couple of goals in the last few games as well, but just not convincing. And his whole body language. Oh yeah, of course we had the celebration, didn't we, against United? Even that is so irritating.
And it's another goal. It's another winning goal that he celebrated that wasn't a winning goal. Bless him. Bless him. But he does get to show off his back tap with him in the middle of Neymar and Ronaldo, right? So that's nice. We all know my feelings on Richarlison, right? I'm the Richarlison naysayer on this podcast, but I think he will start on Sunday because I think he's a nuisance. And I think that's what Frank will want up there. Frank will want a nuisance, especially if Gabriel's not playing and you've got Hincapi potentially at the back. I just think he will because I don't think.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to try and nullify the game. We're going to nullify the game and try and get them on the break. And if we get some good set-piece opportunities, that's where it will be.
He's a bit of an enigma, though, isn't he? Like, statistically, he's one of those that on paper, you can't really... He hasn't been a flop on paper for when he's played.
No.
When he's played, his output for goals and running and aptitude and effort, all those things, has been fine. But it's the old eye test thing, isn't it? And all the injuries that just, I think...
See, that's my allergic reaction to Richarlison there for those on YouTube. Just, it's gone...
But do you like him? Like, I like him as a player.
No.
I like him, I just think he's not very good.
I've never liked him, Watford, Everton, and I didn't see why we paid 60 for him.
What about you, Johnny? Is he a Stefan Freund up front?
Definitely not worth 60 mil. And I was bamboozled, underused word, by his
Great
signing.
word.
Because it's a good word. I was bamboozled, to be fair, when that one came out of left field a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, wherever it was, 4 years ago. Nah, not worth 60 million. And I know Si wants him to work because he's a Tottenham fan.
Of course.
Right? I would have been a bit more forgiving, but he's irritated me this season and it's kind of annoying. It's not, I'm not very tolerant these days. I'm getting older.
Him.
It's his body language though, Jim, because to be fair, I don't think anyone could really
mean.
It's his sulky face, and he just sends out really negative. He does know. I know I'm not the only person that thinks this. He's just like, I agree with you, Jim, about that, and I think Si's point about the nuisance and putting their back line under pressure when they're missing Gabriel and stuff. Yeah, that all makes sense and stuff. Put them under pressure, put some doubt into their minds. And he can do that for sure. And he's not like he hasn't done it this season. I don't think he's done it as well. I don't think he's done it as well as he did last year. The thing is, he's been fit. It's like the second half of November. and I don't want to say it out loud, but he's been fit. So that's kind of contradicts why I should have questions over him. But I just think I don't know. He started really well in terms of output goals wise. I don't think
He's got a good goal against United.
But he's so streaky, isn't he? That's the point.
He'll
go on a 5-game run and he'll look good. He'll score a couple, and then he'll go 10 without.
You know what?
I'm going to pop in here because after the game against United, we had a pint. And Ben and Jason was there as well, and Prof Spur was there, and you were all saying that he celebrated a goal that he lucked out on, and I said I thought he meant it. And I think he does mean it. And then you weren't on the pod after that, Si.
No, I wasn't. Listen, I'm prepared to take my medicine on that one because.
Okay, good man.
I can see when I saw it first time. I thought it went off his back, but it didn't.
Yeah,
it went off his head.
Yeah.
It went off his head, and he did move his head towards the ball.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced it wasn't going in. I think it still was going in.
No, but he diverted it that little.
But I don't know how.
Deliberate.
I just don't know how Maradona-ish or Pele-ish that move was, or whether it's just that.
Come on, it doesn't have to be Maradona-ish.
Do you do you know when they're in the movies they have that obviously have repetitive types of characters, and there's a character of a certain dad who always like means really well for their family, but they can't help but go and like risk everything at the casino to try and buy all the right Christmas presents. It's kind of a bit like Richarlison. I find like because the way the way he scored the goal, then he brings his own curse on himself, taking his own shirt off. You're like, why did you do that? Why? Like he's just a bit like that. He's a bit like, I found 50 quid, I can buy the kids the presents. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all on number 23 and then get them really, and then I'm back with nothing again.
The thing that gets
the intention was there.
The thing that gets me with him is he's got a much, much higher opinion of himself than anybody else has.
Well, that's good.
He has played for Brazil as striker quite a lot.
Goal of the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, I would be quite arrogant.
I think you could get in that side, Jim, now, actually.
I thought you were going to say Johnny. I was going to say mate.
No, John, me and you are out of the game. We're in the veterans. We're in the veterans with Fat Ronaldo.
Still got it.
Yeah, water boy.
Talking of like all the Spurs players,
Kudus is back though, isn't it? I mean, Kudus could make a big difference for us as well. I know you said there was like a little like late test or something like that, but he's got to play Kudus, doesn't he?
He'll be back.
Yeah,
he'll be back.
And what would you do on the left side? Because Odegaard, he was pretty decent against United, wasn't he? And obviously Tell got the goal. Yeah. You know, does Johnson play left? I hope not.
Well, he's got a big question. Big question on what he does at the back. He could go 3 at the back, couldn't he?
You could go 3 at the back. Yeah,
he could go 3 at the back. Use the wing backs, and then that floods the midfield a little bit. So yeah, you could do that. You could go 4-5-1-1.
Yeah, 4-5-1-1. You get next
4-5-1-1.
Who will finish?
Johnny, I've got to start. Don't take the mickey.
Sorry, man.
Who's going to finish on more goals this year? Kudus or Johnson?
Me. Kudus or Johnson?
Johnson. Yeah.
There is nothing more like if I could just have a visual definition of eye test versus data, I'd get Johnson and Kudus and make you watch both of them, because Kudus will underperform on every goal and assists, table at the end of each year, in my view, but he will be most people's favourite player.
I'm not sure on the assists. I think he'll overperform on the assists. Well, isn't he joint top assists in the Premier League at the moment?
He's on 4. That's good.
4 or 5. He was before the break. I'm sure he was joint top.
1 goal, 10 games, 1 goal, 4 assists. That's pretty good. That's a goal contribution every other game.
And you're buying him you've really bought him to be the assist engine, right? Really?
Yeah, that's fair. Or I'm being way too harsh. He's also actually pretty young still, actually, isn't he? Born in 2000. Actually, when I see 2000, I think it's like a teenager.
He's 25.
But he's 25. Yeah. That's still young,
much,
all right?
Pretty much a teenager.
Yeah.
To all intents.
Do you know what his first professional team in his senior career was? Do you know what his first?
Wealdstone.
No. Do you know where he started his youth career?
Somewhere in France.
Lyon.
A youth academy called Right to Dream, which
Oh,
is
that's
a academy in Ghana for talented young players. And then he
Footballers.
went on to Nudge in
Denmark, is it?
Denmark. Yeah,
Ah,
I think. Is it in Denmark?
That's right, because maybe it was Norway. Because I remember reading or watching
I
something.
think it's
about it.
Norway, actually.
He
Let's
was
have a look.
freezing. It was just like he was really, really freezing all the time. Yeah. How am I getting confused with something? No, yeah.
1 second.
But the interesting thing about the game, obviously we talk about Gabriel and everything else, but I mean his absence is going to be huge, not just for regular play, but obviously the whole set piece thing, isn't it? I mean, his threat from those corners
is massive.
is huge, and also Odegaard's missing. So from a creativity point of view, like they're missing out on something there, and they have been kind of a little bit. Okay, I'm not deluding myself. I'm just, as a Spurs fan, trying to like pick up on the things that we can maybe hang on to a bit, because there's a reason they're top of the league. But they are a bit, I think, like in terms of the pace that we have in the counter attack, we could definitely threaten them.
Yeah,
and obviously they got the point at Sunderland. You know, there's a little bit more pressure. There's a lot of pressure on them. Really, their fans are going to be expecting. You know, pretty straightforward win, I would imagine, because they're fairly confident bunch of supporters, aren't they? Quite a confident. That's the kindest word I'm going to use.
They have a lot of humility, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, they're very humble.
They're renowned
Very
for that.
humble.
And their raucous atmosphere.
They're just a very stable fan base. Like they don't get sucked into all the hysteria and
except for that Ashburton army, they're a little bit lively, aren't they?
Yeah,
got to respect
a little bit.
That bit of spice to the bring.
They come with their rulers and their compasses.
The fan channel online that's managed to kind of just remain focused on what's really happening.
I know.
Yeah. I think we could all take a lot of inspiration from them.
I think you're right, Jim.
And they've all just got such, like, none of them have done anything controversial. Yeah, they're just all good, honest people.
Sound.
Who's your favourite Arsenal YouTube figure? This is for
I
the
do
YouTube
find
short.
one of them really funny.
Did you see Ty getting thrown out of Sunderland?
No, did he?
Yeah. He was kicking off a bit, and the Sunderland steward basically picked him up. It was outside the ground,
funny.
and he just basically launched him.
I've heard
is Ty the old fella with the headphones?
No, the old fella. He's got the headphones. Yeah, is he?
Yeah. Well, he's older than you think when you actually. Yeah.
Is
He's
he?
got a kind of beard.
Yeah,
and he's always in denial about like.
He's absolutely
even in the Wenger days. He thought they were going to win everything.
They could be in Conference League North, and he'd be still Champions League this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got all the merch. It's like quality stuff.
All the merch.
But I've heard though he turns up with it in a rucksack at like the studios, and then puts it all on, and then does the thing and takes it all off again.
Really,
I've heard that. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. I guess he's not listening to this, so we'll ever find out.
Yeah.
The
characters.
Well, we've gone on the most random tangent down to AFTV now. But should we kind of jump some score predictions and stuff now for the game? How are we feeling about it, boys?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, mate.
Can it be tough? Yeah.
I'll go 1-1. I'm going to go with a draw. I'll be happy with a draw, obviously, with the relative positions that we're in. I think it's really difficult for us to get a win there. I think we will go and stifle the game. I think it's going to be a horrible game to watch. Most of them are horrible to watch there, but I don't think it's going to be a good footballing game. I think we're going to go there to try and kill the game, and if we can hit on the break and get a set piece, I think that's going to be the modus operandi, if you like.
And Johnny?
Jim, I've got some facts. Would you like a few facts?
Go on, give me some facts.
Johnny facts.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no like coherence to the order in which I'm reading these. Just might be interesting. Okay. Penalties. This is the fixture in the Premier League which has had more penalties than any other. 24 penalties awarded in Premier League NLDs. 22 out of the 24 were scored. Unfortunately, the two that were missed were by Keno and Aubameyang in a lily white jersey. Moving on down to some other interesting ones. This is quite an interesting one. Weird but true. Never been a winning goal in the 90th minute or later in a Premier League NLD. I wish I hadn't just said that, but let's hope if it happens, it's the
what
right
have you
way.
done that for?
I'm sorry. I apologise. And there have been 5 Merseyside derbies that have been decided after the 90th minute. In contrast, anything else that's quite interesting? Oh, that's quite interesting. Oh yeah, it's the joint second highest scoring Premier League fixture in the Premier League history, with an average of 2.9 goals per game. This is pretty fresh, quite handy. And anything? Okay, obviously the elephant in the room is we have been garbage in the NLDs in the last few years, and which is annoying because we were really good for quite a while in the sort of Poch era.
Yeah.
And we haven't won a 6 NLDs. The last one was the famous 3-0 when they bottled the Champions League. That's quite a long time ago now. So and obviously the venue matters a lot because we haven't won in 13 games at their place. But apparently we won 3 consecutive NLDs before those 13. So anyway, that is I'm going to wrap there.
So what are you saying? What are you saying? What's the score?
So I'm going to say that there's going to be a penalty for us.
Right.
And we're going to take the lead. And obviously, who's going to take the pen?
Hopefully Richie don't take it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We had, because Richie missed the other time, didn't he? Dane Scarlett. No,
Tottenham
okay, let's be serious. Tottenham are going to win. Tottenham are going to score the penalty. They're going to go 1-0 up, early doors. Then it'll be all back to the wall.
There.
So my son just asked me who Plopnum were. And I said, what's that? Pointing at the trophy. And he was wearing red and white pajamas.
What is going on,
it was like,
mate?
Jim, what are you doing, pal? Sort it out, man. Is that really Jim Goddard in the corner?
Jim just slipped into some parallel universe.
I don't know what happened. It was like all my nightmares coming into one.
When you return to the family, everything will be fine. That was just a momentary.
Yeah.
Plopnum. I've worked so hard to get him into football, and he's calling us Plopnum, and he asked what a trophy was.
We've not been playing the best football, but Jack, that's a bit much.
Look, that's the other thing. It's away, and we're top of the league in the away.
We are top of the league of the away form.
So Gabriel's
top
out.
of the league in the home
1-0, 1-1. They equalise just before the break of set piece, and then we get a winner in 90+2, and it's like whoever.
Oh,
it's BJ.
Oh, it's always BJ.
And we just have the best weekend, the sign off of the weekend of all time, just to back up the Scottish triumph and the 2 Troy Pirate masterclasses. So there you go. The world is a beautiful place.
I reckon
it's all lily white.
It's all lily white.
I reckon we'll score the winning goal, but it will have to come with some level of jeopardy. Like
5-minute review.
I know, like you just
probably
see Romero's ankle do 180 degrees as he leathers the ball into the top corner, and we're like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy or sad.
Yeah.
No.
So what are you saying then, Jim? 2-1?
3-2.
I reckon we'll go 1-0 down at half time, and then we'll end up.
Then.
I actually think it'll be 1-1, but I'm going to just go for 2-1 for a bit of fun.
Same.
Yeah.
Stranger things.
But a point would be.
Well, you take the point. Of course, you take the point.
Well, because I don't have a fun trivia question today, so we can make one up on the spot. They can go a bit rogue when we make them up. We could bring back the Tottenham nativity play, but I think that one went a bit off piece last time.
Don't do that.
So
Let's do politics instead.
Politics?
Yeah.
History and politics.
History, politics and religion.
Something about...
Brilliant.
Yeah. Let's do that. Maybe we should talk about the...
What about politicians? Like, who would you choose to be Prime Minister?
Who would lead each party in the...
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
But then the thing is, like, we've got people listening from the US, people listening from Ireland, people listening from the UK. We've all got different setups, but do we
just do the PM then?
Who do you think would be if one of the players started a disruptive party? You know, like these breakthrough parties you have. I don't care if you want. We won't go into whether it's left wing, right wing, centrist, whatever. Don't care.
Oh yeah, those rogue centrist parties, they're killer.
They are, mate. They're out of control.
They're everywhere.
Keeping down that centre line. What's wrong with you?
Okay, who's going to...
Well, it's going to be one of the South American boys, isn't it?
We can't always just say
Yeah.
Christian Romero. Who would win in
No,
a
no,
fight? Christian Romero.
in all
Who
honesty,
would you take for breakfast?
the
Christian
mood
Romero.
with the mood he's got and his attitude, I reckon Richarlison's well up for going either end of any scale and like really championing it. And he'll be the best leader. He'll get some he'll get some tattoos on the front, probably Che Guevara and some other. They'll go super left wing, super right wing.
But okay, who's most likely? which player is most likely to have a secret train hobby in the garage? Like he just goes in there with his little train hat on, his like ridiculously built little set.
Ooh.
You know, you get a lot of dads who do that.
What, current squad?
Yeah. They have one of his little closet hobbies.
Because it would have been Harry
Don't tell
Winks.
anybody.
It would have been Harry Winks, surely, in the old squad.
Yeah.
Or Ollie Skip, maybe. But current squad, it could be.
I
Archie
could
Gray.
easily see Madison having something.
Yeah,
like
Gray
that
could.
It could
Gray
be
could be well
Archie-
into his Brio still. Is it Brio?
Yeah. Brio's class. Yeah,
You get more into Lego and that when you get older, and Brio and train sets and things. I was going to buy Jack Scare Electrics for Christmas.
Got to be done, mate. Scale Electric's brilliant.
Oh, well done.
But
Magic.
it's partly for me. I have to admit.
Totally
I'm looking at
for
these
you.
and I'm like, this is
Totally for you.
epic. You could build
Yeah,
some loop the
passion.
loops.
Totally for you. And you'll get annoyed when he keeps spinning off and you have to go over the other side of the room to put it
Yeah.
back on again. And as soon as you put it back on, it spins off the other end.
Yeah.
A great toy is these magnet blocks, these new things.
Yeah, I've seen
You
that.
can build some ridiculous stuff. It's really, really good. Yeah.
Anyway,
So that's it.
that's
I
it.
can't
Wow.
think of any
Finale.
good questions, really.
We've
I'll
ended
tell you
on a
what.
high
I've got
there,
one.
haven't
I've
we?
got one, Johnny. I've got one.
Oh, yeah.
You've gone in to have your appendix taken out.
Oh, dear, that
Appendix?
doesn't sound
Appendix? Appendix removed.
Not your appendices, they're different.
And just as you're about to fall asleep, the surgeon pulls down their mask and looks at you, and you get a glimpse of their face. It's a former or existing Spurs person.
good. Right.
Who's gonna?
Who'd want it to be so that I
Yeah,
actually
like-
live to fight it another day? Can
You
I be a
can't just say
manager?
Christian Romero every time as
Yeah,
well.
no.
Even though he would be
Okay.
confident with the
Was
procedure.
with the
which I think he'd be
scalpel.
too confident.
For
Shall
sure.
we with a steady hand? Don't have. Well, keep yourself steady your hands. Like imagine Aurelio Gomez.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Edward Scissorhands he'd be, wouldn't he? He'd come
Pass
out,
it over
he'd
here.
come out in ribbons.
Somebody with steady hands. Somebody who's ice cool. Obviously Harry Kane is ice cool with the pens, but I'm not fancying him with a scalpel.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're going. We'll keep it topical to what's
Sorry.
relevant to you guys. You're going in for your annual prostate exam.
Yep.
Just did it.
Yeah.
You
You just get blood tests now.
it's
You don't need the
Tottenham
finger.
Giving Back Day. They're volunteering at the hospital.
Okay.
Who's
Are we
holding
still-
your hand through the procedure?
Oh,
the
good.
prostate.
I'm glad you said who's holding my hand
This
rather
is-
than who's doing the exam. I was trying to think who's the smallest player with the smallest hands.
Well, actually, let's go for that.
Well, it's not Mickey van der Ven because I think that would be a dangerous.
I don't think you can go for a young boy like Archie Gray
no.
as well. It's just
No,
crossing.
Jim, stop it. Stop it. I think I'm going with Thomas Frank because I think he's not a big man. I think he's slender. In fact, doing the procedure or comforting me through the procedure, I'm going Thomas Frank. He'll be reassuring me that, whatever happens, it's not as bad as I think it is.
Do you reckon Brennan Johnson just waits there and you're going to start it and he just suddenly does it all in one giant jerk motion?
Well, suddenly he does nothing for an hour
That's what I
and
mean,
a half.
just nothing for an hour and a half and just
And
suddenly
then on the 89th minute, bang, bang, in,
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
he's done it.
Yeah.
Done, and it's a great examination. Lovely examination, beautiful finish.
Yeah. The thing is with Kudus is he'd probably take a long time.
Well, he would skirt around the issue for quite a long time. He'd double back, have another go, double back, feint the
Mm,
examination. You think it's coming across, it's not.
yeah, that's the thing.
And you wouldn't know when to.
Richie would just keep missing.
He'd keep running around it, looking like he's doing a good job. He's very
Right.
lively.
He is. Well,
I don't know how much of that we can use. That's like probably zero.
I don't know. I reckon we keep it.
Do you think?
I don't think
I
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, we keep
Yeah,
it.
All right.
By the way, go get your prostate checked. If you don't do it, you just have to do a little bit of excretion into a little tube, send it off. Could
Just get a blood test. Just
could
get
be-
PSA.
Yeah, do that as well. I did
Yeah.
my
Get
what's
it
called
early.
again?
PSA.
PSA,
Yeah.
something kind of related. And it was all right, but they need to check those things because there's links.
You're
Get
only
it early,
young.
people.
Yeah,
I'm only
that's
young, yeah.
that's good. Good example, Jimbo.
Yeah.
My old
and
man's a
when
bit
you
obstinate. He's a bit old school. He's like, I won't do it. I won't do it.
should
And
do
you're
it,
like,
old man.
You got to do it. You're weighing a lot
Yeah.
more. It's probably nothing.
Probably just slightly enlarged. You'll live with it.
You'll be all right, but you should go.
And anyone knocking on mine and Johnny's age, you need to get the other bowel stuff done as well.
Yeah. Right. We've gone on
Really?
one.
Awareness.
Didn't know about that. Bowels,
You
really?
should.
You should
should.
do, mate. Yeah.
Well, maybe tell me after.
And
we
if you're
stop recording.
lucky, Brennan Johnson might do the examination for you.
That would be really lucky.
Well, like, he'll have that smile of his on after he's finished, wouldn't he?
Right. Up the Spurs.
Go on, you Spurs.
Go on, Spurs.